Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to the TAME token trading, and we're going to be looking at the chart here. This is our hourly chart for the TAME token. I'll put this stream up in the chat. Just sharing the stream out there with the Discord, people that are just coming in. I'm giving it a few moments for people to tune in here, and we're going to discuss some things I wanted to talk about with the TAME token and trading. There's a lot of holders for the TAME token currently. Over 100, I know that. But this is what our hourly chart looks like over here. Pretty crazy hourly chart. If you look right here, we went up over 5,000% here. We had another dip down here. We're still up over 130% from this green block. Sometimes when it dips hard, it can recover. There's low liquidity, so very low trading. Things to consider. We're using Debt Screener for the charts. It's on the Pulse Chain Network. Going to use a Pulse swap for the trades. I see someone bought $20 worth of TAME token about 2 minutes ago. Seeing a lot of buys rolling in here just a few minutes ago. Those could be bots or real people. Very interesting if it's real people making those trades at that time. Although the Discord and YouTube, if you've been paying attention, and Twitter, I did post that we're going to do this stream today at 12 o'clock as well.
Yeah, I think your YouTube's down, bro.
No, I got a new YouTube. I put the link in announcements. Check announcements to join the live stream now. Give a few more minutes for people to realize we're about to see some stuff happen. About to see some stuff happening. Ooh, boy. You guys looking at the charts over here? Saw some nice movement on Bitcoin this week, and then it has some nice dips as well. Good morning, Andrew. What's up, Doge? But yeah, thought we could do a TAME trading right now. I'm going to put this on Twitter as well for some of the people that are TAME token holders. Find us on Twitter. I think TAME tokens, it's okay. It's very low, small cap. Some things need to be done to make it better. The only utility we have so far is the Discord reward system that I've been giving out TAME token to Discord members for basic task. Like if you come over here to Discord and you check the TAME token channel, then let's see. And Discord, like these are basically, we'll do a task and then I'll send out the rewards. The last big set of tasks was for 4 million tokens. And I believe this task right here is only about 1 million tokens. So rewards are being cut down. Let's go to Discord announcements real quick. So today's live stream will be TAME token trading. We're going to discuss the chart patterns. I'm going to discuss the reward system for Discord members. Perhaps a YouTube giveaway for the viewers out there. The maximum number of TAME token giveaway. So I may create a separate wallet to do the giveaway. And we're going to discuss the top wallets, the top traders, and anything that you guys want to talk about, I will look over as well. Some of you guys did not post anything, but look over the chart patterns. So when you start looking at TAME token on a smaller time frame, some of those initial chart patterns that we saw were pretty interesting. So I think right here we're gonna do this chart pattern. This initial pattern that we had over here for TAME token in the beginning, it was almost like a bullish pennant. It was almost like a bullish pennant in a way. But then it broke out. It had a nice breakout. So from that dip up until the rip, it was over 65%. It broke out of the green block before ultimately coming up. And then the second pattern that's very obvious here. This was kind of like a bull flag. You have to look at it on the second to see. But this was like a bull flag pattern over here. I'll add these to the charts. So we had the bull flag. We had bullish. I may be spelling this wrong. Let me double check. Nope, that's the right spelling. It just doesn't look right. But we had the bullish pennant and bull flag. But since that first candle, a liquidity added all the way up to the end of the bull flag. It was up 146%. And then after the bull flag breakout, that bull flag breakout candle, boom, 50% more. So just mapping out some of these early chart patterns that we see. And this is just only 1 minute because it's low liquidity, mapping out some of those early on chart patterns. Ooh, buddy. And if you guys have any chart patterns you want to share, just post it in the charts channel. And I could possibly look over those on the stream as well. Any TAME holders in the voice chat or TAME traders in the voice chat today?
Yeah, buddy.
Nice, what up?
I was at $20 buy.
Oh, you sound really quiet, or is it me?
It's me. Let me adjust my mic.
Yeah, you're super quiet. ZZ, one of the best TAME traders in here. Like one of the best. That's funny. After you fix your mic, let me know. But I'm looking at these early patterns. See some buys, some small buys coming in here as well. And early on, we had a small amount of volume. If you look at this volume early on, it's not giant. If I measure this volume from here all the way to the bull flag breakout area, it was really only about $2,500 for that bull flag breakout area. It's not that bad. It's okay. It's pretty decent. What's up, Peter? So, look at these patterns. Let's go and see if we find any more patterns.
Yeah, I think this is the best I can get it.
What? Let me play back the audio. See, we had bullish. No, you're still super quiet, ZZ. I don't know if you got the wrong mic on Discord or what. And my volume sounds good on my end. Actually, I'm a little bit too loud. Let me set the mic back a little bit there. Yeah, nobody can hear you, fortunately. So at the top here, we started getting head and shoulder. We started getting a head and shoulders pattern up here. Brum, 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 beep. So this head and shoulders, generally when you get to that right shoulder, if it is going to be a head and shoulder, it's pretty bearish. And the price dropped about 33% there for the TAME token. And if you guys want to watch this chart, like look at the chart, drag it around and stuff, I'll put it in the chat. I see your mic.
Hopefully that's better.
Yeah, you're a lot louder now. It's good. So this head and shoulders, very interesting. So in this time span, when I go here from the bull flag to head and shoulders, bullish pennant, bull flag breakout, head and shoulders. And this was really within the first 229 minutes. But it went up over 430% from that area. So let's go ahead and add this to the chart channel. All right. So this is pretty cool. That the first 229 candles. So are we above this price right here of the head and shoulders breakout? Let's see. Let's drag this bar over. And I like to use this color, the beige color. Let's see if the price is above that or below that price. Because this may have been an area of resistance before. So sometimes in cryptocurrencies, when you get that first head and shoulders after a big run up, that's a bearish signal. And it can be an area of resistance. We went up over 800% from the bottom to this head and shoulders top. And then we broke above it a few times. And we had bigger head and shoulders. So currently, obviously the all-time top up here on this liquidity is going to be another big resistance. But we also had this peak up that fell to make a all-time high. And sometimes in cryptocurrency, when you fail to make an all-time high, you're going to get heavy sell pressure. So we came close. We came close. We failed to get all-time high. So we had the all-time high over here. We failed to get an all-time high. Resulted in bearish momentum. And from that area where we could have got all-time high, but we failed, we pushed down 96%. Pretty wild. Low liquidity. But if you look at the interesting part here, when we pushed down, it wasn't a lot of trading volume. Actually, from the top here until the sell pressure there is only about $2,600. We're very low liquidity. And then from the bottom here to the top, it was only about 500. So what did you just learn there? Well, it took less capital to recover from that dip than it was selling, almost. So that low liquidity. And currently we're still up over 120% from that bottom. And if this is going to be our trend line, let's just see. Usually you want at least 4, 5 points of data. I'm going to open the chart full. Yep. So possibly, maybe it will drop back down a little bit more. That would be about a 30% drop, and it would still be in this line. Otherwise, we're still in this area of that trend line to the area of resistance for the head and shoulders that first time. And we can break it up here. That would be great for TAME token. If we can break this area, this would be great. If a market maker decided to come in here and buy, sell, or bought, buy, sell, boom. Yeah, the other stream, I will tune back the regular charts after this. This is a dedicated TAME token stream for the TAME token holders and traders in the Discord. It's not going to be a super long stream, just dedicated so I don't have to clip and edit out the other charts. It's going to be a lot easier. And if we're looking here at the TAME token chart, I'm going to take a screenshot of this as well. Because ideally, if the price can go up, if the price can go up, then we will be dealing with bigger numbers, which is better. Not better for people that get in late, though. Not better for you guys that get in late or got in late. Or will still get in late. A lot of people got in for free. Discord members know this free TAME task. But let's get a screenshot of this. Throw it over here in the Discord as well. TAME token had sell pressure after rejection near all-time high, then started bouncing hard near trend line. So we're still early, and if you look down here, this is an inverse head and shoulders, almost inverse head and shoulder, but it failed. Right, it kind of failed because this went lower. So we'll just say V-shaped recovery. And usually a V-shaped recovery can be a good sign. When we saw the other charts, it was a good sign with Bitcoin recently. A V-shaped recovery shows people willing to buy the dip and buy the dip hard. But this is where we are so far for the TAME token. And let's just look at the holders real quick. Go to Pulse Chain Scan. This is the TAME token page. And you look right now, we have about 267 holders. And the number one wallet only holds about 87% right now. The number two wallet's about 1.47. Third wallet, like these guys, I think these guys are pretty good. They're holding at least 1%. This is a liquidity pool. This is another wallet holding 1.1% supply. Another liquidity pool contract. So there is still a decent amount of wallets holding at least 0.1%. If you're holding 0.1% of a project's tokens and it does go parabolic, that could be a good spot to take profits if you're holding 0.1%. Even 0.01% I've seen in some projects to be enough for a lot of holders. And if you're holding 0.01% right now, it's only about 14 million. To put that in perspective, that was only a few TAME token tasks to make their bags at least 0.01%. From the TAME token task, we've gave out over 2 billion tokens from TAME token task. So that is one area where we receive sell pressure. The TAME token task reward, some people are just selling. And You can prove that by looking at the debt screener as well. If you go over here, yeah, 87% is actually a lot better than 99% Space Ape. But for the price to still be up and the main wallet supply decreasing because of these same rewards, it's pretty good. But if you look at these transactions over here, you can kind of see like the TAME token. Some people are like selling the exact 4 million or 5 million when they receive them. Some people are buying. But if people don't want the main wallet holding more, they would buy the dips rather than the main wallet buy the dips. Basically. But let's see what happens here. Let's open this back up to full so I can have the chart on full for the TAME token. But let's see what happens if there's like a buy. So let's watch the chart on the 1 second time frame. So let's see if there's like a decent sized buy. What do you think would happen to the chart here? Well, the goal is to provide more liquidity and not sell, or only do the rewards balance. But let's just see here what happens if there's a small buy. Well, actually, 1 second. Looking at the charts here, you can see some of those smaller buys and sells on the short time frame. Still looking over here. So I'm just looking at the chart here. You guys want to see what will happen if there's a buy or a sell? Let's do a poll real quick. This is a quick poll on YouTube. What's up? I'm just doing the TAME token trading. Mm-hmm. So let's see what YouTube poll. There's about 7 votes. They said buy. 86% buy. All right, so let's do this real quick. All right. Let's just do like a $5 buy. 5 DAI stablecoin for this. And I'm going to draw a green block real quick too and put the green block in the Discord and tag the Discord members. But I should put the green block on the 5 minutes so it doesn't move around a lot. Let me tag the Discord members before there's any transactions. So we have a green block for TAME token. I did ping the Discord members. And some of you guys might wonder, how do I earn money? I earn money trading, scalping. I want to show you something real quick as well. So you look at my Fairdesk copy trade. This is pretty cool. On Fairdesk copy trade, luckily for me, I already earned over $43,000 in the last 45 days of trading on Fairdesk for the copy trade. I started with 5,000, so this is pretty phenomenal gains, like over 600%. And the copiers are up over $937. Sorry, $9,373. It does say that I get 10% of that profit sharing ratio though. So far it looks like I earned $937 out of these copies. Pretty cool. And that took about 45 days. Look at this, 43,000. I'm a little bit short of my goal. I wanted $1,000 per day on average, but that's really hard to do starting with $5,000. If I had over 100,000, it would be a lot easier. Once I get over 100,000, it will be a lot easier for me to earn 1,000 per day on average. So I'm looking over here. If I can get the copiers up to over $1 million within a year by the end of December, that would be perfect for me. That'd be great. Right now, we're very slow. Let's do the math here. 9,373 divided by 1 million. I'm not even at 1% on my goal, right? Almost at 1%. So it took me 45 days to get that 1% of the goal. Ouch. So let's do the math. 365 divided by 45. That's 8 times. So maybe I'll get 8% of $1 million. That'd be about 80,000. But I think this number is going to accelerate. This number should accelerate as I'm earning more and they're earning more. As long as they're not pulling too much profits, this number accelerates. So maybe some of this money from 10% commission could go into buying TAME tokens as well. It's just an idea. Should not be expected. It's just an idea of what I might do. But you guys wanted to see what would happen if there's a buy. So let's do like a small buy, like $5 buy. And let's go over here. You guys can watch the pulse action. So I'm going to switch this to TAME token. I have 87 billion. 87 billion. But I have 270 die here. I'm probably going to put more. So right now it's going to be about 0.89% price impact, and the trading fee is going to be about 0.0145 die. So it's going to cost about maybe like 1.5 to 1.6 cents to swap total. So yeah, it's only 180 pulse chain to swap, so not too expensive. Less than 2.5 cents total for this swap. And while it's swapping, it shows like DAI has gone up a little bit against TAME token recently, but it's swapping right now. And if you go to the chart here, we're going to add a note of where I started. So where I started trading today at is going to be added right here as well. I may or may not be the well. If I'm holding 87% of the supply, I'm probably the well. All right. So this is what the $5 look like there. And if you zoom in on the 1 second chart, let's see how much price impact that $5 had on the price. It said 0.89%. Oh boy. I didn't it said 0.89%, but the price went up about 8% so far. 8% so far. And I think it's because my settings, I have expert mode on and I have the slippage. Let's put this at 2%. I don't want the slippage tolerance more than 2% for a trade at this moment. I'm going to disable multi-hops as well. Just go straight through a DAI pair and disable auto router. So let's do another $5. I'll have to enable this and I'll enable the maximum. It costs 37 pulse chain to do that enable. So it's not a lot of money. And while it's enabling, you verify, you confirm it in your MetaMask. Very simple. But let's look at the chart the other way for the past like week. So it says 0.85% price impact. So I'm putting another $5 in. And let's go back over here to the chart. There may be other people buying as well, because from the moment I started trading until now, we're already up 9.5%. And if you look over here, you go down here, you can see those transactions as well. It looks like these are my ID. You can see those buys here where it's pushing it up. And if I filter this, it does look like I was getting front run a little bit by some bots as well. But so far, for the same $5, if you look at this transaction, for the same $5, let's do the math here. I got over 9.3 million for the first transaction, but the second transaction only 9.196 million. So for the same $5, this first transaction, I gained over 159,000 more TAME tokens. So I got about 9.3 million. Let's filter transactions for $5. And let's see how much other people got for $5 before. Wow. Oh. Look at this. This wallet bought $5 and they only got 4.9 million TAME token for this transaction. This wallet sold $5 worth and they sold 3.7 million. But look back here, 8 days ago. 8 days ago was a banger. 8 days ago, you could have bought 5 million TAME tokens and you could have got over 17 million. So that's where the price was cheaper, back here and back here for those $5. 1 month ago, if you bought the top at $5, you only got 2.4 million TAME token. So the price does fluctuate. But let's filter $1. Let's look at some $1 transactions. These are easy to track as well. So about 1 month ago, $1 you could have got 2 million TAME tokens. Whereas 2 days ago, $1 you get less than a million TAME token. But it seems like 8 days ago was the best time to buy. 8 days ago was a nice solid dip. But look at this. Look at this price disparity right here. This wallet bought $1 of TAME token. They only got 702,000. Whereas a little bit later after the dip, this wallet got 2.6 million. So, or like $1 back at the peak, they were only getting 129,000 TAME token. I think that was near peak and low liquidity. So, anybody on Discord, voice chat right now, trading TAME token at the same time as I'm trading?
Yes, sir.
You are?
Yep, I was that $20, and then I had a small transaction.
So I see $20 and $22. Was you 2035?
Yep.
I'm going to put your trades on the screen. First, I want to see if you made money or lost money. So you bought $221 worth of TAME token. You sold $568, so your P&L is about $346, and you still have over 200 million TAME token with the unrealized P&L of $72.
Yep,
Wow.
TAME's been treating me well, and I started with the free tokens too. I did like all sales at the beginning.
Oh, you started buying up here before the bear flag, and it dropped down, but then it recovered. But you also sold it up there too. So you sold it near the top, and you bought it, started buying back after 68% to 80% drop. But you started with the free TAME token from Discord, right? That's cool. And you're still, so you're up money.
Yeah, big time. I didn't put $1 in actually.
How did you get your pulse chain for your first swap?
Sacrifice.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm looking over here. So if I do a $5 buy, somebody might be able to dump on me. So let's do another $5 buy. I'm going to get about 9 million TAME tokens with $5. And then after this buy goes through, watch it on the chart. Let's see how the price goes up. I'm going to unfilter the Discord member that started with only a free TAME token. Now has, you probably make over $1,000 by the time you're done with TAME token, right?
Here's hoping.
And it's not that much to bridge out on Ethereum if you do it at a low peak time. So how far did that push the price up? From this area until here, we're only up about 12%. I wonder how many $5 buys it would take to hit this line up here. And where would the price go? 220%.
Hey, Time, they quit letting me buy on MetaMask. I guess I was buying too much.
Like dollar from your bank, or what do you mean by buying on MetaMask?
Buying the TAME token, I was just, swapping out my push chain. It just keep giving me an error message. I've done it like 4 times.
Let me explain. It works. So use DAI stablecoin, not Pulse Chain, and make sure you're using the PulseSet's website. Don't be using those other websites, and make sure that you have the right RPC node. Some of the RPC nodes on the Pulse Chain, people stop using it and go to another one.
I'm buying the same way that I been buying.
I know. I'm telling you, the RPC nodes. The RPC nodes will change sometimes, so it won't work. The same thing happens on Ethereum. It happens on Polygon. You have to change your nodes.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I'm looking over here. I'm trying to think about how many buys it would take if there's nobody selling. There's probably going to be people bots or people selling. Because let's do the math here. If you did the recent TAME token rewards, and you got 4 million TAME token, that's about $2 right now. But let's say you did a lot of the rewards and you have 100 million TAME tokens. That's about $50 right now. So there's a lot of people out there with at least $50 worth of TAME tokens that probably wants to take profits for whatever reason they don't want to hold. And I have to count that in. But because of that, I've been thinking I want to make a separate wallet for the TAME token rewards and severely limit the amount. And sometimes we'll have, like, right now we have like 1 million TAME token reward. But if I'm going to be giving away, let's do the math. Like, if I put 10 billion TAME tokens into a reward chamber, that's about $5,000. And if I do that, I want to keep liquidity the same and don't want the price to dump below the beginning, I would probably have to put at least $3,000 to $5,000 of my own money buying the dips that these guys are getting for the rewards. If I want liquidity. So it's a balancing act. And I'm earning profits from trading, so I don't care. Just giving back to Discord members for who get the TAME tokens for free. But a lot of people that are getting it for free, they're not really trading and arbitraging, even though the chart looks like this. Even though the chart looks like this, ups and down, they're not trading it as much. But the few people that are trading it, they're looking like this, like hundreds of dollars of profits. But some people are holding for the big rips. Let me go over here real quick. I'm looking at liquidity. We have very low liquidity, $1,100. A lot of the liquidity that I put in has been eaten up by people that are taking rewards, but we still have over $1,000. So they didn't take everything, and some people are holding by nature. So it's pretty cool. So I think that's pretty cool. But if I had more money put in here, provide liquidity, that would make the price move less when people are selling it. The reward system's pretty cool. It's like not really mining, but they're just doing simple tasks for rewards. And there's like a few people that did posted videos that were holding TAME tokens, which was pretty funny. I think it'd be funny to watch those videos real quick while I'm doing something. The normal stream will go back up after this. I know you guys are waiting for those green block, red blocks. I'll give you a brief hit real quick. This is what we're looking at right now. Hetz is under green block, Doge is under green block about a little bit. Bitcoin's still in the short, ETH is still in the short positions. But let's go back to the TAME token chart because we want to see if TAME token is going to move a lot today or move a little and discuss some of the parameters that we're doing. So, I'm looking at this right now. If I had a better utility rather than just this chart stuff, that would be good for the TAME token, right? Like a game or something would be good. We don't have anything like that though. So what I'm thinking about doing, there's probably some TAME holders in here. How much TAME token do you think out of the supply that the Well Wallet has should be separated for rewards. Like, what's the maximum rewards you guys want taken out? Anybody have any idea? Should we cap it at 10% of the max total supply or 50%? How far should these rewards go? And how do we make it deflationary rather than inflationary?
I'm not really sure how many tokens you should give out, but I was thinking maybe like more giveaways, like to strangers on Twitter and stuff, to get more people that are outside the Discord in and interested in the token in the community.
I gave 100 million to that Doge designer guy, and I think his wallet's one of these. He didn't sell any, which is cool. But if we want it deflationary, I can still give out. I don't want to give out half the supply because theoretically, if there's an exchange listing or something down the road, we'll need some TAME tokens for liquidity for exchanges. And I guess if we do get an exchange listing, I think the very first exchange will get the best liquidity deal, in my opinion. But if we want to make this deflationary, and this wallet has about 87 billion left, perhaps for the reward system, only give out 10 billion more. Because 10 billion more tokens would be about $5,000. And for my copy percentage, I'm only up $937 out of the 9,000 that these guys earned. So I get like 10% of that for the copy. So if I can get these copiers to about 50,000, that would be about 5,000 for me in that percentage. Even though I'm earning more on the top side. So
since you were seeding liquidity, I didn't mind you deciding.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to see liquidity, like you guys, if you're a liquidity provider, you get a little bit of the fees for the trading as well. But nobody wants to put up liquidity because it's expensive.
I did, but it's only $10 of the DAI I made.
Mm-hmm.
If I keep making money, though, I'll keep providing, little bits more of the profits.
But let's talk about this liquidity number real quick. There's two ways liquidity can increase over here. A, people buying, driving up the price. Or B, people adding both DAI stablecoin and TAME token to a liquidity pool. If you want to add liquidity, generally the best time to do it is buy low and then add liquidity, because if you add liquidity at the top, it takes you a longer time to get back up there. But let's see real quick. If we add liquidity, it would make the price move a lot slower. But let's do another buy. I think YouTube said do another buy. Let me check. Oh, I didn't start the poll. So Matt says use 100% of your YouTube income to buy back TAME token and burn them. Where's the fun in that? It's just like I'm buying and nobody else is buying and I'm burning. It's like I'm the one pumping and you guys dumping on my face. I don't think that's a working method, Matt. I think have to create some utility for the spending. Because if it's just the rewards, Discord rewards and stuff, like I already gave out over $20,000 basically. If you look at all the transactions, it's a lot of money to give out for free. But let's do another small buy. Let's just do $5. Because Pulse Chain is pretty early as well. Not many people are actually on the Pulse Chain network. So the guys that doing this and learning early, we're super early. So I'm going to do another $5. But if I'm looking up here, let's see how far market cap increases. Right now it's 55,000. I'm adding $5 in right now. Let's see if this increases market cap increase, because there might be bots buying around the same time as well. 1, 2, 3. So I've already done 1, 2, 3 buys for $5 each. So that was through auto router mode, and it went through 50 cents of the other liquidity pool to get cheaper price. Market cap did not increase from that $5 buy, which is a good sign. But let's turn off auto router, disable multi-hops, and let's just put another random amount. Let's put $50. Let's put $50 and see what happens to the price real quick. What do you think will happen to the price when the $50 comes in? Will market cap increase a little bit? Oh, market cap's a little bit delayed. I see that now. So I did a $50 buy right there. And if you look over here, it looks like a bot sold right away at $1.38. If I click here to see this bot or this person, oh, they only sold. They probably bought in the other liquidity pool to get it cheaper to arbitrage.
I think that is my liquidity pool doing a trade because I just watched my pool die go up by like $1 or like 80 cents.
So look at all these small sells coming in here after I did a $50 buy. But so far we're up over 30% so far. 30%, that's not bad. Even with those small sells after that buy, we're still up 30%. But here's the thing. If I just buy the TAME tokens from the whale wallet, it's not really adding more. It's adding a little bit of DAI to the liquidity pool and it stays there. But it doesn't add the TAME token to the liquidity pool, so liquidity doesn't go up as much. If I really wanted liquidity to go up as much, I would add both the TAME token and DAI to the liquidity pool to increase that liquidity. But if you want the price to pump on low liquidity, you just buy. And generally, people just buy if they think the price is going to go up rather than add that liquidity. If they're going to add liquidity to DAI to get some of those fees, they want the volume to be higher trading volume. So let's look at this transaction on the Etherscan real quick. Not Etherscan, Pulse Chain Scan. It's a little bit slow. So the gas used is not that much.
I found these results.
If I look at the, it's just putting the address. Let's go to the debt screener. Let's see if this was a bot or a real person. Seems like a bot that got in early in the first liquidity pool. Or it's another liquidity pool. Look right here. This one is a different address. They also sold about 5 million TAME tokens. So here's the thing. Let's do some math here. There's about 2 billion TAME tokens floating around. At least 2 billion. Maybe even closer to 3 billion that got their tokens for free from the Discord stuff. So that's about $1,900 worth of liquidity that they can take away if they wanted to dump it right now. That they got for free, and our liquidity is only $1,200. But it would not be in their favor dumping stuff they got for free to sell low if price does start coming down. So we talked earlier, if TAME goes from here to here, that's about 297% now. But our current price already pushed up. So to get all the way to that line now, we only have to go up 174%. Let's do a poll real quick. TAME token. Huge green candle. Huge red candle. You guys vote. I'm going to use the bathroom. I got that YouTube poll. I'll come right back. Let's see. And then I'll explain why the green candle or the red candle happened. I'm back. So the YouTube poll is about 67% green candle, 33% red candle. And probably many of you guys are not even trading TAME token. So this is purely for entertainment for you guys out there. So we'll get about 5 more votes and then I will do accordingly. Three more votes. Let's have it. Let's get those 20 votes in. 2 votes. 1 vote went away. Oh, while I was going, someone bought some. This person bought some for $13. You see, they've been very adamant about selling tops, so if they bought $13 worth, that's about 20 million TAME token. I imagine if the price went here, they would also sell. Alright. 21 votes. Let's end the poll. Huge green candle, 66%. Can I make a huge green candle? Maybe. Well, before I make a huge green candle, let's do some math here. So, if I have 87 billion TAME token, that's only about $57,000 at the current price. Do I want to sell my TAME token for $57,000? No. No, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. But what I could do, I could go over here. I could add some more liquidity. If I want to add 87 billion, that would be bad. You don't add all of your tokens. But let's just say that I wanted to add another 5 billion. That'd be about $3,000. Boom. So this would be another 5 billion tokens in that liquidity. And see how simple that was? I just added about 5 billion tokens and about 3,300 DAI. I could do more later if price drops, or buy some if price drops with the remaining balance over here. But if you look at the chart now, because that liquidity was added or getting added, what you may want to consider now, if someone does a big buy or a big sell, it's not going to move the price as much slippage. And this liquidity will go up. Basically. So let's see what happens after that liquidity was added. I think it's alright, the liquidity has been added. It's going to take a moment for this chart to catch up to us. But since that liquidity was added now, if I do a buy now, and I'm doing version 2. Oh, liquidity was not added. Let me, okay, I approved it, but I did not add liquidity. I did not click the supply button. My bad. And, funds will find their way here eventually from either me or other people, or taken away. Who knows? So it's enabling the DAI right now, and then after enabled DAI, it will add liquidity. But this is about 5 billion TAME tokens in liquidity. And over $3,000. Why over 3,000? So that the people that had it before could get it. And let me show you, this $3,000 is very interesting, because if you go over here to the Discord, and you come up here to TAME token, sorry, not TAME token, but about TAME at the top, there were some people that bought this TAME token for me flat rate for $1 per 1 million for this day. The flat rate fee changes. Flat rate fee changes for buying TAME token over the counter using other crypto. But the other day at 12:30, let me see if this changed real quick too. Okay, no, this is up to date. So this is all the TAME token that's been bought over the counter so far. So it's been about 3,192 DAI, and they bought about 2.3 billion TAME token. But I went ahead and added more DAI and more TAME to the liquidity pool. And the flat rate fee will probably be increasing from $1 per million, since the price already increased by over 30%. So this flat rate fee already increasing. And all right, so I did supply that liquidity, and now if we go back to the TAME token chart, I think it has a way where you can see where people add liquidity and stuff. But now if I do a transaction like a small swap, if I do DAI for TAME token now, and if I do a $5 buy now, I'll still get about 7 million, at least 7 million TAME token, which is pretty decent. But now there's less slippage, 0.12%. Earlier it was 0.89%. And the gas fees are still relatively cheap. So I did a $5 buy, and now we have more liquidity as well. I think this liquidity is going to be adjusted after this buy rolls in here as well. But now I'm holding majority of that liquidity pool too, so most of the transactions will come through me. So there may be a way for me to earn a little bit more money from that liquidity pool, but we don't get a lot of transactions, so it's not a lot. I may earn like 5 to 10 cents per day. That's nothing. 5 to 10 cents per day. I could walk around a shopping parking lot at a grocery store or a Walmart and find more than 5 cents per day on the ground from like pennies and stuff. All right, look at this. Now the liquidity has increased to $8,000, and that's solid liquidity added. So liquidity caught up. Did my buy go through? Let's put it in there. I don't. Wait. Let me make sure I have. Yeah. All right.
I see it. A $5.
Yeah. Let's do another buy for $5 though. So if you guys notice, oh, I see. Oh, okay. I was scrolled down for some reason. What? No, I'm on the EHETS chart. My bad. I'm on the EHETS chart. But I still don't see it. Let me refresh the chart. Sometimes it's a little bit laggy. I don't see it on this chart. Do I have a filter? Oh, I have a filter. That's why. Dull. But look at this. Now we go back earlier. Look, $5. I got over 9.3 million TAME tokens earlier. $5 over 9.3 million earlier. Now $5, I'm getting about 7.4 million. So that means the price is going up. And it's actually going up drastically if I'm having to pay that much. But if I'm looking over here, from the area of the green block to the breakout, we're up about 50%, which is pretty solid. There may be people that want to take some profits off of this, or will take profits. Maybe. Or there may be people in the Discord that got their TAME tokens for free that may want to sell. And now we have a lot of increased liquidity. Liquidity's here, market cap's low. So it's pretty good. And if I look over here now, how much would 1 million TAME token be? It says about 64 cents for 1 million TAME tokens. And there's liquidity. But let's go up here. And let's see what happens if we put $50. It's about 73 million. So there's going to be people. I'm pretty confident there's people that will be waiting to take profits. Like their finger on the trigger. And then there's also people that buying that don't want to miss pumps as well. And if you look over here, you put it on the hourly chart and we hide the drawings. We're still up pretty good rate. We almost recovered that last dip as well. We're up about 223% from that area of starting. So it's not too terrible. But market cap's a little bit low. So I feel like this needs to be walked up or pumped up. But I'm going to try something. Let's see. So I can not have to pay too much gas fee. There's still like very low liquidity, but let's do another $5 here. And let's turn on expert mode real quick. Let's I'm just gonna do spam mode real quick. You guys get to see what spam mode is. I'm thinking about doing a bot for something like this too. But let's put it on the 1 second while we're doing the spam mode. But looking here, so it's pretty cool. So there's liquidity for the spam mode, which is pretty cool. Price is not really increasing a lot from these transactions, and that's one because liquidity was added. So it works both ways. There's liquidity for buys, liquidity for sells. So it won't move the price too much. And you look at this spam, like from these buys right here. Oh, now they're catching up. But let's up it. Let's do 400% of this buys. And this is spamming. It takes a little bit for Debt Screener to catch up. From what I see of what Debt Screener sees, is a few seconds delay at least. But I wonder what happened if 100,000 came in and started buying. Well, if $100,000 started coming in and buying, they would probably be paying the premium for the TAME tokens, and they would get all the TAME tokens out of that liquidity pool probably. And the liquidity pool would be filled with a lot of DAI. And then maybe people would start taking profits on them as the price ran up. If 100,000 was to come in and start pushing it.
I'm not getting a pool full of DAI. You're crazy.
Yeah. Like, who gets in a pool that's called DAI? A DAI pool. Your body comes out all green because you got in the green pool, Rob. Maybe good for St. Patrick's Day.
I guess.
All right, so I did you guys are going to be laughing. So I actually did a spam. And you guys are going to see the result of my spam in like a few seconds. I'm going to give it a break so the spam can catch up. Let's watch what happens to the spam real quick. So I saw someone sell like $1 worth. They sold like 1.4 million TAME. So that's actually weird. Yeah, $1 should be more. Like, let's go over here. $1. $1 is about 1.2 million TAME, basically.
Here they come.
Oh, I see them now. Look at all the buys that were rolled in there. $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, blah, 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 blah. Look at all those $20 buys that just rolled in there. And then get some small sells. Did it make the price go up though? A little bit. Yeah, it pushed the price up. So let's see that those spam buys pushed it up another 16%. So yeah, liking the increased liquidity. Definitely liking the increased liquidity. Two things to consider. Are we up for the last 5 minutes? Yes. Are we up for the last hour? Yes. Are we up for the last 24 hours? No. How can we fix that? Well, let's fix that real quick. You would need like a big buy to come in to fix that probably. Like if a big buy came in, it would make the 24 hours decent. But if you look at 24 hours ago, we were up here, I think. Yeah. So did we almost recover from that V-shaped drop? Basically, almost recovered from that V-shaped drop. And since we've had these pumps and stuff, I wonder if there's more TAME token holders. I didn't see really many new buys from like new wallets. Is really pre-existing wallets. But let's keep our eyes out here. Liquidity increased today, which is great. That was something much needed. Although people had enough liquidity to buy and sell before. And then market cap is increasing a little bit over here. What up, YouTube? It is taking a little bit longer for this to come through. But it'll come. I still have like 7 pending transactions. There it goes. Green success. But I wonder how far we'll be up from this green block by the time this is over. Here goes a decent sized buy for like $40. $20. Oh, the $20 are still catching up. The $20 are still catching up. Was that me or someone else? Oh, that's still mine. Look at those buys. Don't you like to see buys? You guys don't want to see me. You don't want to see the big sells. You want to see the big buys. I hope so. If you got your tokens for free, or if you bought any from the swaps or OTC. But the thing about Debt Screener, it does take a little bit to go through, but liquidity has been going up and market cap's been going up, which is good. Sometimes you have to be careful because liquidity could be going down while market cap's increasing. And when that happens, that means when people start taking profits, price of something would drop fast. Here goes another transaction for $5. That's one of the Discord members I can recognize. Is that Z? Or someone else?
Someone else. I bought like a few minutes ago, but it was tiny.
Let's see how this guy's doing. They bought $171. They sold $216. Their P&L is about $44. But they have that big unrealized P&L of $194. But today we had a decent more buys than sells. But most of the buys over here were like bigger volume. So the buy volume 510, sell volume $22 to put it in perspective. Currently from the green block area, bottom dip to up here, we're over 77% up. It's very hard for people not to arbitrage this. Like a lot of Discord members got their tokens for free as well. If you're not in a Discord, maybe consider joining.
And you're okay with it, right? Like I'm not being unethical by just grabbing free money, am I?
No, you're learning. You're totally learning. So I'm looking at all these transactions. Pretty interesting. So this biggest candle we saw in 1 second was about 220 volume. Pretty interesting. Volume's still pretty low though. Hey, look right here, there are 17 makers that bought or sold this pair so far recently.
I'm trying.
You're trying to buy and sell?
I might be one of the most transactions on there.
Are you making money from it?
I've got a big bag of TAME now. I'm over 300 million.
Let me refresh this chart. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
What up?
not much. I heard Alluvium, they got a partnership with Samsung. That's pretty interesting.
Yep. So looking at the TAME token transactions, let's see what happens if they're small buys like 50 cents. Will it even show as maker or will the bot scoop those up? And what's the smallest we can buy? Let's do that as well. If you do like a very small buy, it's probably going to get covered by bots. It probably will not even show. So let's do 0.01. Like 1 cent, and 1 cent is about the gas fee as well. Actually, gas fee is still cheaper than 1 cent right now.
Like 2 days ago, gas fees were 1,300 for like, I don't know, 8 hours, but then they came right back down. I was curious if there was something that happened that caused that.
Solid X and Hexfire were pumping.
Yeah, so if you want to hedge against that, you need to buy a lot of pulse chains so you don't care about the gas fee later on. So let's see what the small buys do. I saw like early on, like when there's a project, bots start buying a lot of stuff. So for the last 24 hours, we're still down a little bit. But it's not that bad. Because from the last hour, we're up 64% for the TAME token since we've been doing this stream. But for the gas fees on Pulse Chain are so cheap that it's very easy to go in and out, and get a lot of trading volume if someone wanted a lot of trading volume. So for the TAME token task rewards, do you guys think I should do that weekly, send them out weekly, or send out rewards monthly moving forward?
Being one of the top traders, I say weekly, but it's really up to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm thinking about doing a sheet
Weekly.
and sending it a lot faster, cheaper gas fees.
Weekly's fine with me, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I think weekly would be nice because any new traders would be able to trade it
Okay.
sooner.
Yeah, a month is a long time. So some of those other things we talked about as well. The rewards pool. How much do you guys think is a fair amount for the rewards pool? Because once that rewards pool is out, empty, there's no more rewards. And because if there's like a game to be made or something, you'll need TAME tokens for a game. For stuff in a game or something. We've already gave out over 2 billion, probably over 3 billion. I have to go back and check all the transactions. But that's why I want to make a separate wallet for the rewards as well. And I was thinking about capping that at 10 billion. Because 10 billion is about $5,000 here. It's a decent amount to absorb. Some of you guys have already earned over $500 from your free tokens somehow, trading them. All right, so 47 pending transactions. Let's see what happens after this. 47 pending. Let's put on the crown. But liquidity over $8,000. Market cap over 80,000. Pepin says weekly or 8 moving. Yeah. So, I'm going to add this to the About Tame things to do. 10 billion Tame tokens. Tame tokens added to separate. For rewards. 10 billion. And then we'll only do 10 billion more for over the counter. So that'd be 20 billion taken out pretty fast. And yep. So I'm going to do 10 billion tokens into the rewards wallet, and I'll do 10 billion for over the counter. Today I already added over 3,000 USD. Well, 3,000 DAI and 5 to the liquidity pool. And once the 10 bill rewards wallet is empty, then there will be no more rewards task. It'd be cool if we could come together as a community. These buys are taking a little bit slower, but could speed up some of the other transactions. You guys remember you only have 5 days left to file your taxes, so you better get on your taxes if you haven't done your taxes. If you're required by law to file your taxes, depending on your
Or make an extension.
Depending on your interpretation of the law, where you live, your residency status, whatnot. These transactions are taking a little bit longer to come through, but they're pending. I did a spam. But after the spam starts clearing, it's pretty good. Pulse chain is very new, very early. The trading is very early. I built my token on Pulse chain because the gas fees are very cheap. You might be using the wrong RPC node, Pepin. And make sure you regularly update as well if you download it on your computer. But if you're using the PulseX website and you have your right slippage, you have your right mode on, it should go through. I'm seeing a little bit more buys come in, $5. That's definitely not my wallet. They bought at the top up there of that pump. Someone bought after we went up about 77%. But that may not be the final pump, you know? But looking at TAME token here, majority of the buys today over 500 in buys. There was liquidity added as well, which is a key factor to consider. So we had the area where I started trading today, and the liquidity added. So it's pretty cool. Project is still very early. We don't have a lot of utility. Most utility you're going to get right now from this token is this chart patterns. Like, for me, this is utility enough. For prices like move these wild swings. Got that giant inverse head and shoulders right here on the 15 minutes. For me, this is enough, but some people want more utility in crypto projects, or they want bigger green candles. They want like 1 billion% candles that they never see in their lives. They want meme coin candles. That's what people like in crypto. So, because this is on the Pulse Chain network, still very early, not many people trading it right now. But liquidity went up, price went up today, which is a good plus. And really, we probably would not have all these red candles if people did not sell their rewards. But this period was the low liquidity to punish people selling their rewards. That's why price dropped 98%. But the volume wasn't a lot of volume. So they didn't actually sell a lot of TAME tokens when the price dropped versus big buys came back in. So people that paper handed here with like low amounts. It was like a punish period. And then people bought it right back up. But that's TAME token. I will consider some more things about TAME token this week. Definitely going to get the wallet separated for the rewards and the over-the-counter wallets. That way we can keep track very easily. And for the people that did the last TAME token task, if I go to announcements to double check that, it's for 1 million TAME token. I'll be sending those out today as well. So if there's going to be about 1 million TAME token per task, and we check how many people won, well, if you guys don't post a tweet, you're not really doing the task. I hate to say it, Todd and Scott, but if you don't post a tweet, also you're not really doing the task. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's going to be at least 21 million TAME token giveaway. But if you look over here, like just this $20 transaction bought more than 24 million. So as long as the buys are more than the rewards, I don't see a problem with the reward system that I have in place. So if we're doing weekly rewards on weekly buys, set up weekly trades, could be interesting. Maybe we'll do a weekly system. Maybe a weekly stream as well. Perhaps a weekly Thursday stream for TAME token after I send out reward tokens or before. May change the time as well. I don't think this is a good time for everybody. I think after 8 p.m. Eastern would be better for the TAME token trading stream.
Yeah.
But, yep. But hopefully you guys like this content, like learning more about liquidity, the trading. When you look over here at the charts, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see how far it's come from the beginning over here. Like we measure from the area over here, it went up over 5,000%. Currently, we're only up about 300%. I mean, it's better being up 300% than down 99% from the beginning. Like, if we were down 99% from the beginning, that would be like a rug pull. Like, we would be down here. We would be getting some zero. But we're not there. We're up, so that's cool. Actually, one of the good projects on Pulse Chain Network. But this is very local, very small project. Not many people involved. Like, not many of us trading this on Discord, as you can see. Or hear. Super early. But I will be loading back the regular charts pretty soon. Let me take another screenshot. The other transactions will come through after I load this. But I just want to show how far. Oh, we finally got back into that trend line. Some of the other buys are still rolling in. So we're up 82% from the green block. %83 right now. And liquidity went up a lot today. Almost 800% for that liquidity. All right. Let's add this to the chart channel. You guys have plenty of time to front run this. You guys had a lot of time to front run this. From the moment I posted that green block to the first trades, it took a while. Wow. Like if you measure this, it was really about 1 hour 35 minutes. But if you're just getting in now, you should, if you're in Discord, you need to check out the About TAME channel so you can get more familiar if you do plan on swapping trading it. Like if you're in Discord, I got the links, I got screenshots, teach you how to do all this stuff very easily. But if you're just learning today, welcome to the TAME token. Because if you try to type TAME token in there, you're not going to find it easy. You have to put the contract address and everything. Let's throw this in the charts channel though.
I think I picked up another 50 mil today or so thanks, TAME.
Nice. So, you got in early. That's good.
Well, I logged in for the stream and I saw it had dropped, and so I just immediately scooped some.
Okay, that's good thought process. So there's a dip before the stream. You caught the dip before the stream, and you rode the pump up. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, sir.
Lucky, lucky. I don't know why you got a chat timeout. I didn't time anybody out or see one timed out, Matthias. Maybe you type something that YouTube censors? I don't know. But let's do I'll do another rewards before I go too. But guys, you don't just put your address if you're not doing the whole rewards thing. Sometimes you see the price very cheap. That's a good way of scooping up. So we got the new Tame token reward as well. So this is one key feature of Discord. Earlier the rewards were like 4 million, 5 million, 10 million. They're down to 1 million for the rewards. But all you guys do, go retweet this and mention how many Tame tokens you're holding. It's very simple. And then post your MetaMask and link to your tweet in the Tame token channel. Like these guys. And you follow the steps right. And I actually check the tweets as well, because I'm doing this manually. Make sure you guys are doing it right. And then I send out the rewards that way. But I will be closing this stream. And